Facebook in there. The medical universe has expanded faster than our comprehension of it can keep pace. Sometimes it seems like we knew a lot more before we started this whole thing. Like cocky teenagers, we didn't know all that we didn't know. We've gotten more comfortable with really uncomfortable things, asking complete strangers about their poop and farts and private parts, about the sex lives and details of their deepest fears, breaking down all those barriers that a lifetime of manners and a culture that respects privacy has instilled in us. Some of us have lost faith in ourselves, in our path, in the concept that we're really doing much of any good at all. But most of us have felt that sense of empowerment and purpose return with a connection or a compliment or a meaningful thanks, sometimes just a verbal pat on the back. Felt it widen our eyes and flow through our vessels like a bolus of pure adrenaline whipped up in a thick shot of Portland espresso. We've changed, my friends, in good ways and bad ways and just different ways. From fundamental shifts to imperceptible tweaks in the way that we view the world. And we've changed because of those whom we've surrounded ourselves with. Part 3, people that we have to thank. As a class, we owe our achievement today to so many different people. Any attempt to address even the broad categories who have shepherded and inspired and supported and pulled for us over the last 4 years will inevitably fall short. I only hope that by thanking the few that we can adequately express the emotion that we feel for everyone who has played a role in this process. First, to our families and to our friends who have selflessly shared us with this most demanding pursuit. You have endured the stresses and the commitments alongside us. You have sacrificed as we gave away so much of our time and energy and ourselves in the hope that we may one day be able to meaningfully give back. That our choice in life will be worth what we have given up, the time away from you. This sacrifice is not over, not for you and not for us, not by a long shot. And we apologize in advance for giving you our deepest thanks for sticking with us. We hope to make you proud. To the basic science professors and the researchers and the physicians and the mentors who have inspired us and steered us and pushed us ever forward. You have passed on the knowledge that was given to you, that you have modified and amended with experience and time. It came to us distilled and refined and sometimes even force-fed. And most of the time we gobbled it up, stored it and filed it away to be revisited and further amended as the empiric river of science flows ever onward. You have molded in us the very idea of the kind of physicians that we wish to become. We will emulate you, taking bits and pieces from each of your teachings and blend them together into something uniquely ours. And one day we will take students, and the road goes ever on. To the support staff who helped us through with barrages of email reminders and herded this scattered stampede of cats towards the finish line that we crossed today. To the nurses who took pity on us, who mercifully took us aside and showed us how practical things actually work, showed us how to start a stinking IV, showed us how to swaddle a baby, showed us how to find the silence button on those obnoxious bedside machines. Thank you. And then there are the people who are typically not thanked in graduation speeches, but who will be in this one, even though I'm way over my allotted 3 to 5 minutes. To Isa, the 2-taco combo girl at the Mac Hall cafeteria. You piled way more guacamole and cheddar on those 2 soft-shell beauties for $3.99 than the university cafeteria service's worst nightmare would allow. You were like a Robin Hood, taken from the man and feeding the poor, redistributing the cheesy wealth. Thank you. To the people that mopped the cadaver lab floor each night so that we wouldn't be slipping and sliding the next morning in formaldehyde and greasy human juice. You were in there all alone, after dark, with 50 half-dissected bodies. And since the anatomy lab and class takes place in the fall, that means that you were in there after dark cleaning on Halloween Eve. Whoever you are, wherever you are really, really brave. Thank you. Hey, hold on, we're not done. We got more people to thank, folks. To the standardized patients who let us fumble and falter and clumsily poke our way through the rudimentary beginnings of our first physical examinations. Student Dr. Kinney, my preceptor, would say, don't be shy. Why don't you go in there a little deeper on that prostate exam? Give him a little more anterior pressure. That's it. Can you feel the sulcus? Okay. Out of there. Next student here. Can we get a little more lube? My God, man. Thank you. Thank you. To the incredibly patient patients who see a new batch of green medical students in tow year after year after year. To the ladies who mercifully restrain themselves from just kicking their dominant foot up and out of that cold metal stirrup and landing a swift shot right here on the chin of every man among us, as we say, with a nervous voice and anxious rivulets of sweat dripping down our foreheads and hands shaking like a Parkinsonian tremor. And I quote, just go ahead and scooch down, you know, and just let them fall way out to the side. Just relax. You're gonna feel a little pressure here. A final aside. Pressure means pain. A little stick and a burn coming up means brace yourself. This is gonna hurt like hell. And fancy doctor words like multifactorial, cytokines, cryptogenic, and idiopathic are all medicalese for we don't have a freaking clue what's going on here. Keep your ears peeled for these good people, especially when you hear them from us, the graduating class of 2010.
I know.